George Kilpa- George Kilpatrick, inspiration for the nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Well, Cedric Bolton is in the house, and we've got some taps and some snaps coming up on February 2nd at the Community Folk Arts Center here in Syracuse. And Cedric, good to see you. So,
Good to see
snaps
you.
and taps, talk to me.
Yes, so we're doing this snaps and taps, talk back to Black poets for February 2nd, moderated by yours truly, George Kilpatrick at Community Folk Arts Center. And it's given us an opportunity to have poets, come up, perform, and share how they write, some of their perspectives on experiences through performing or publishing or recording. So some of the audience members who generally are interested but never know how it is that they do what they do. So I think this is a good time for us to really have these conversations, not only with the poets but the community, and to have a distinguished moderator who can really, yours truly, who can really bring it out of the artists and have a really good conversation with our community.
Inspiration for the Nation is in partnership with the Community Folk Arts Center for this event. I'm really excited about it because it really gives us an opportunity to hear voices and the voices of the community, especially young people who really have something to say. And we know the role the poets have played throughout history, really helping us to in many ways have told us our history through their words. And
Right.
this kind of an event, obviously, Cedric, your role at the Community Folk Arts Center, again, director of.
I know I'm the educational outreach program coordinator. So,
Educational Outreach Program Coordinator at CFAC,
mhm,
and also a published poet, right? Let's be
correct.
clear. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. And
Yes, three
so
albums, four albums now. So I've been putting it out there.
out there doing your thing. And so
Mhm.
in an event like this, where you want people to come out, what do you hope to happen? And let's talk about snaps and taps. Break that down because I know, even though people may not be in the vernacular of that language.
Right. So Snaps and Taps generally is once a month we have an open mic. And when you go out to an open mic, most times when people are feeling a poem, they'll do the soul snap.
Right,
you
right.
know, they'll let the poets know that they're feeling it with the soul snaps, and then the claps. So the claps are thank you for coming up to the stage and thank you for coming off the stage. It's just the idea of how we celebrate the arts, right? And how we celebrate the lyrics of the public knowledge that these artists are bringing to the stage and to our community. Sometimes things that people are not aware of that's happening in the world or happening in their own community. The poets is the news reporter or the storyteller that tells that or threads that story that many times people will say, how did you come up with those words? Or how did you think about that? And I think it's just important that the snaps and taps, much of like any other open mic in the country, it has a specific um, it has a specific to the Black culture during Black History Month to hear Black poets, even though it's open to all writers and poets when we have it during our regular seasons in March, April, May. But we really wanted to focus on the Black poets, younger, older, and more seasoned poets, so we can see the you can see the experiences through all of their stories and what they're talking about and how they write their poems, whether it's traditional poetry or just the freestyle poetry. But I think this snaps and taps is much of like any other theme night poetry. It gives the artist a chance to one be the first timer, you know, and to work through that the jitters of presenting a poem to sometimes people they don't know, sometimes people they do know. And I think for that first timer, they're finding a community to support them and sharing their truth, right? Letting their voice be heard. Many times folks find that they're in silence for so many years that they don't get a chance to because of the fear of what they think people or what they think of people thinking of them. So I think this absolutely snaps and taps. It opens a door for them to find community, and then also to allow them to have a voice and be a voice.
So it looks like it's free and open to the
It
public.
it is. It is definitely free. We definitely want our community to know that we're here for them for not only the open mics, but all the other activities we have during Black History Month at Community. We have the Community where we're the art of generational wealth, right? So much of the the theme for for Black History Month nationally is African American and the arts,
In the arts.
right?
Yep.
And the arts. So the focus in starting off with a spoken word conversation, and then build into the Community, the to be on the 13th. We have the JMAT where we have celebrating Donny Hathaway on the 22nd and 23rd. And we have all these activities happening that gives the community a chance to come in, embrace, network, but also to celebrate the rich culture of Black culture, celebrate our rich culture. Yeah.
All right. And you have many different events happening during the month of February. But this one, February 2nd, we hope to see you there. We'll have a conversation with the young poets. How do people find out more about all of the events happening at the Community Folk Arts Center, aka CFAC?
And you can go to communityfolkartscenter.org, and it will have all of the events on our website, or you can go to our Facebook page, Community Folk Arts Center. You look up Community Folk Arts Center, or you can go to our Instagram, which is the same thing, #CFAC. And you'll find all of the flyers and information regarding all of the activities happening in February and March, April, May, all of the months preceding.
All right. Do you have anything that you need to spit for us right now? Just by the way, since we're here, you got anything for me?
You know what? I do have something for you. I wasn't sure if I had it memorized, and I haven't rehearsed it, but I'm gonna. It's called Hip Hop Frame. It's called Hip Hop Frame. This is
Well, and this is perfect for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So let's go.
All right. Hip hop images captured and still for the world's view. Their mugshots are a centerpiece portrait with most rappers thinking the snitch framed them. Reading exclusive interviews, some writers have created a moral panic on their clients' profiles. In magazines asking, are rappers a target? Is the justice system fair? Behind bars, they tell their pathetic stories of bad habits, sex, drugs, violence, glorified on record. Magazines post 19 faces in the trenches awaiting trial to be punished, not by their peers, but 12 evaluators, a jury, and the rap artists get sentenced according to their crimes. Holding firearms, robberies, murders, rape, perjury, 5 years, 8 years, and lives are accumulated. Now these enslaved patrons of hip hop leave slogans to market their release. Get free or die trying. There's some confusion here. The jail shouldn't be a boost for labels to sell more records. And the beat goes on. The beat goes on radio in heavy rotation. Rappers get crazy spins in urban markets, promoting beefs and misogyny. Their vocals reign supreme as many words come across teenage equilibriums in song format. That DJ scratch derogatory terms back and forth. That even a 5-year-old can retain songs like I'm locked up. Kids understand it more, especially when their brother's in detention and fathers served 8 years for domestic violence and distribution of powder white. Operation Lockdown is in effect where female rappers too are almost identical with their cell space. The monkey bars are holding their words. They're punished for selling sex lies in court. Then they'll get a little conscious and see their adversaries for who they really are. Corporate industry designed to profit and incarcerate all Black and brown. Don't quote me, see Miss Barnes' piece off the cuff, and read the depressive media hype of some of hip hop's most celebrated, going to places where Larry Pinkney and Huey P. Newton have been for real causes, the people's struggles, and not for nonsense of 7 shots and crowded parties or aggravated assault. Rappers now sit miles away, isolated from fans, platinum records, or iced out jury that could have saved residents of New Orleans suffering. without revenue are a place to stay. These are the members of hip hop images captured and still for the world's view. Their mugshots are a centerpiece portrait with most rappers thinking the snitch framed them. Black man preach.
That's Cedric Bolton, Black Man Preach, here on Inspiration for the Nation. More of that on February 2nd at the Community Folk Arts Center, communityfolkartscenter.org for more information about this and all of the events that they're having as they kick off Black History Month in the Q's Snaps and Taps at the Community Folk Arts Center. For more information, 442-2230. And what a great opportunity that I will be there. Oh, it starts at 6:30. 7 starts at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30. Starts at 7. Hope to see you there for a great evening of fun. And I was looking to see
music by DJ Jeter.
Oh, DJ Gita is in the house. In the house.
Yeah.
And we all have some cookies or some lemonade or something over there.
I don't think so, but
all right, well, just checking, just making sure, just asking the question. All right,
we can work that out.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right, that's Cedric Bolton. Check him out. Community Folk Arts Center, February 2nd, from 7 to what? 8:39.
8:39.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. See y'all there. Inspiration for the Nation. Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you, George. Appreciate you.
Black Man Preach.